Hey everyone, it's Dr. Russell. So we have spring right around the corner, and if you're like me at all, you're super excited with the change of season. Things start coming up, there's green, there's warmth, there's more sunshine. It just feels like we're coming out of a cocoon or hibernation and coming back to life. But if you suffer from spring allergies, you might hate this time of year. You might think it's the worst time. You feel congested and tired and all this runniness and stuffiness. So, I wanted to talk about a few things that you can focus on to help with spring allergies so you can enjoy the season more and not be so miserable this time of year. So, first, for everything, we always want to focus on nutrition. So, if there are some foods that you know create inflammation for you, that you have a sensitivity to, that you maybe haven't really been keeping out because of the holidays and it's kind of been lingering, this would be the time to start getting rid of those or cutting back on that. Especially, I will say, for a lot of people, dairy is very mucus forming, so that can make things worse. So, cutting back on cheese and milk and other dairy products can be really helpful. So, definitely don't want to ignore nutrition. The other thing, too, is just thinking about cleanliness of your house. So, regularly cleaning, making sure that you're washing things like your sheets on a regular basis because those pollens can be absorbed. Maybe keeping your shoes at the front door or at an entry point so you're not walking things in through the house. And then showering as well, so that way you're not keeping the pollens and things on you. And don't forget about your pets. So if you have pets that go outside, they get all the pollens on them. So giving them a regular bath can be helpful as well, especially if you get your nose in your little fluffy baby's face. Want to make sure you're not absorbing all those pollens in addition to everything else that's going on. Another consideration that some people use is an air filter. So I know we keep one in the bedroom just to help, especially when we're sleeping, that we're not having those pollens and things being floating around in the air. They get filtered out. And then there's a couple other things that you can try or use that can be really helpful. So I love tea. Tea can be great. There's one that I don't think Wise Woman makes anymore, but it was called Allergies. This is a bit of an old bag, but it has things like eyebright and stinging nettle, or euphrasia and urticaria, and those are great herbs to help, especially with any congestion or allergy, what we call the rhinorrhea, so running of the nose, things like that. It just helps clear things up, which is fantastic. So you can give that a try. It tastes pretty yummy too, but there's many different blends that have euphrasia and stinging nettle in there. And then for supplements, because everyone always wants something easy they can take, NAC can be really, really helpful. So it's N-acetylcysteine, it's an amino acid, and I like to think of it as almost like a natural mucinex. It just helps break up mucus and can really help, especially if you feel like things are congested and not draining well and kind of stuck. It helps break that up, which is great. And then one of my favorite things, though it is a little bit time involved, is a neti pot. So neti pots are great. They can be really awkward when you first do them, since you're trying to like tilt your head and find that right spot. But they help flush out all those irritants that you are absorbing throughout the day and coming into contact with. And especially if things are really bad, you can do it twice a day. I have some patients do it in the morning and the evening, so that way they're able to sleep better and they can breathe, but also that way in the morning it doesn't ruin their day because overnight they got congested. So those are my kind of top tips that I would focus on trying to see if, again, spring allergies just really get you down. So hopefully that was helpful, and let me know as always if you have any questions in the comments below, or if you tried any of these things. What are your thoughts on neti pots? Have you tried them? Again, I know they can be very awkward, but really, really relieving, especially to see all the stuff that's coming out and how gross that looks. So I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in a few weeks.